BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my summer Tradeaway giveaway exchanges. So if you saw the thumbnail, you can see I have all of those packages. I've been waiting to do this video because I still have 3 people that haven't sent me their books yet, and so I haven't sent them their winning books, but I decided I started this back in July. I might as well just open up these packages and stop tripping over them, and then eventually if I end up trading with the girls that won the other 3 books, if I trade with them eventually, then I will just share their books that they sent me in a later video. So anyways, again, these are the books that I received from the people who won the Tradeaway giveaway, the summer edition that I did back in July. So we have the first package here is from, I think it's Perfume Girl. I think her name is Lila. Correct me if I'm wrong. I try to remember your guys' real names and also your pen names, like your account names, because they're different, and then your account names are different from your Instagram names, so I try to remember everything, but sometimes it's difficult for me to put names to people that I don't have a face for. So I believe this is from Perfume Girl, and she's the one who won the little kids books. So I'm opening up. Oh wow, thank you for putting it in the Ziploc bag. That's great. That way they don't get like messed up. Okay, so the first one, ooh, let's see. Wow. Okay, so the first one says Little Women and Werewolves, Louisa May Alcott and Porter Grant, the original version of the classic. So the original version of the beloved classic. Okay, this is what I think this is. I believe this is just like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I have a nice little collection of classics that are twisted a little bit, where the words are exactly the same as the original except for they add stuff to it. So like my Pride and Prejudice with Zombies, it's the same words, but they add stuff to it. I also liked Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters a lot. Those are the 2 that I've actually read, but I do have like Romeo and Juliet and Vampires. I have one that has werewolves in it. This one also has werewolves, Little Women and Werewolves, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading this book. Thank you so much, Perfume Girl, or Lila Atkinson. A literary landmark, the original suppressed draft of the classic novel. It says, Little Women is a timeless classic, but Louisa May Alcott's first draft, before her editor sunk his teeth into it, was even better. Now the original text has at last been exhumed. In the uncensored version, the March girls learn some biting lessons, transforming from wild girls into little women, just as their neighbors transform from gentlemen into bloodthirsty werewolves. I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. Alright, the next one I have here is the Coffin Graves. Oh, Sir Coffin Graves, I Should Have Killed the Witch When I Had the Chance, by Lord Donovan. A novel, book 1 by Leidand Platz. Cool. Sir Coffin Graves. This says, book 1 is about Jacob Davis, led a simple life until everything he thought he knew changed. His girlfriend is murdered. His father is not who he says he is, and Jacob discovers even his own life has been a lie. Ooh, interesting. I really like these self-published books. I find they're nice because it's got that soft rubber, what is it called? Soft touch? I think it's all like rubberized on the outside, and then the pages are really floppy and the font is really nice and big so I can read it, because let me tell you, I'm not that old, but I'm starting to like really have to adjust the books and everything in front of my face to make sure that it's clear. It's pretty funny. My husband teases me a lot about it. Alright, and then the last book I have here is Laura Lippman, Hush Hush, a Tess Monaghan novel. I think I own another of Laura Lippman's books, but I can't remember. This says, on a searing August day, Melisandre Harris Dawes committed the unthinkable. She left her 2-month-old daughter locked in a car while she sat nearby on the shores of the Patapsco River. Melisandre was found not guilty by reason of criminal insanity, although there was much skepticism about her mental state. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. There's a book that I read called Asylum. I can't remember the author now, but it was about a woman who had an affair with a patient at a mental hospital, where her husband worked as a psychiatrist. So I didn't like that book, one, because there was, you know, infidelity, but two, she just sat there on the shores while her son drowned, smoking a cigarette. And so I don't know how much I'm going to like that book, because that's mean. You don't let your kids die. All right. Hey, Perfume Girl, that's it. I'm so excited. Okay. It says, Missy, hope you enjoy these books. Sir Coffin Graves was the best. Little Women and the Warewolves was really good too. Hush Hush is a duplicate, so I don't know if it's good or not, as I haven't read it. Love doing your tradeaways. Love your videos. Hope you have a great school year, even though it will be different. Hope you and your family stay well. Thank you, Lila. Yes, I'm really looking forward to reading these books, especially Little Women and Warewolves, because you can't go wrong mixing up a classic with paranormal, right? Okay, next we have a book box from Leanne. That is her name. All of her boxes comes with her husband's name on them. So whenever I see Jonathan, I'm like, what? Oh yeah, that's Leanne's husband. So let's open up her box. Now when I do these tradeaways, I don't, I never expect more than one book. You guys are always so generous. Like I'm giving away more than one book sometimes because I need to get rid of books because I have too many. And so I will never complain about the amount of books you guys send me because I'm very grateful. But sometimes I'm like, wow, I was trying to get rid of books and now I just got a ton more. But that's okay. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to be like, I'm breaking the tape with a pen because I'm too lazy to look for a box cutter. Ooh, I've been wanting to read this. Thank you, Leanne. We have The Girls by Emma Klein. What is this about? I mean, I've seen it, but I've never read it. It says, Northern California during the violent end of the 1960s. At the start of summer, a lonely and thoughtful teenager, Evie Boyd, sees a group of girls in the park and is immediately caught by their freedom, their careless dress, their dangerous aura of abandon. Soon Evie is enthralled to Susan, a mesmerizing older girl, and is drawn into the circle of a soon-to-be infamous cult and the man who is its charismatic leader. Ooh, a cult book. Okay. Cool, cool. And then we have The Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Eli, maybe? Eli? I don't know. I've never seen this book before. It says, Serendipity, her nickname is Pity, Jones inherited two things from her mother, a pair of six-shooters and perfect aim. Those won't get her far on the farming commune, but in the decadent, dangerous city of Secession, a fast draw will buy her freedom. So Pity heads west, where lawlessness is a way of life for those on the losing side of the Second Civil War. She's offered a fame and fortune as a sharpshooter in the theater Vespertine, where she has a chance to make a real home. Cool, cool. I own a 1911 revolver because I want to be Roland DeShane from Gunslinger. So to have a Gunslinger Girl book is pretty cool. I love it. I love it. Can't wait to read it. Thank you so much, Leanne, for the 2 books. I don't know when I'll get to them because, like I said, I have a lot. And those aren't necessarily horror reads. So eventually I will get to them, and I appreciate it. So thank you so much for sending them my way. All right, the next book we have here is from Ashley, the one that I buddy read with. Oh, check it out. Is it going to be easy to open? Maybe, maybe not. Let's try. Let's try. Oh my gosh. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. I don't remember what you girls all like got from me, so I'm not going to talk about that if you don't mind, because I can't remember what Leanne won, but it doesn't matter. I just like talking. Okay. I love that you do that, Ashley. So she sends me the book within a envelope, a priority envelope. I forgot you were going to do that. Yes. She sent me Shallows, the Blu-ray. I don't own this movie, and I've been dying to read it. Watch it. Yay! I hope this was extra, like you didn't want this anymore, because I feel kind of bad for you sending it to me, but I'm so excited. Ashley is a spaz when it comes to horror movies, and she watches them so much. I'll text her, and she's like, after I'm done watching this movie, this scary movie I'm watching, I'm like, wow, I wish I watched as many horror movies as she does, because that sounds fun. I just am always so darn busy. Sitting down for an hour and a half on a movie is really hard for me. Okay, this next one comes from, R. Infante. And she sent, yes, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I own Sarah's other book called Mayhem. I haven't read it yet, but I've heard good things about this book and bad, I think. I think Kayla over at Lala Books and Lala didn't like it, but I've also heard other people say it's really good. It says, I'm so sorry about the tear on the cover. Oh. I didn't notice it until after I emailed you, but I hope the Pikachu postcard makes up for it. Oh my god, it absolutely does. El Pikachu. Look at that thing. I love it so much. Will it stay? Maybe? For a little bit? Oh my god, I love it. It matches the blue. Okay. Yes. The Pikachu absolutely is good enough. I don't mind the little ripple. I didn't even notice it anyway. Thanks for doing the Tradeaway. I always love trading with you, so thank you so much for participating in this giveaway. Yes, I can't wait to read this one. It's supposed to be creepy, right? That's what I've heard. Alright, the next one came from the Maddie Hatter. So this is the one I buddy read my Dublin Murder Squad books with. And, ooh, I forgot what she was sending me. Some people tell me what they're going to send me, and some of them are a surprise. So, and because it's been so long, I forgot. So what did she pack in here? We have, ooh, yes. Hope you enjoyed the books and bookmarks. Good luck with your new school year and stay safe out there. Okay, I love you, Maddie, because Stephen King is my favorite author, and I didn't have a bookmark with his face on it. And I love this so much. I'm gonna cry. Thank you, thank you. Okay, the two that I received from her is In the River, and this is by Jeremy Robert Johnson. An intensely moving tale of survival and madness along the river's edge. A father and son fishing lesson becomes a nightmarish voyage to the sea in this visionary testament to the lengths we will go for those we love. Ooh. And it's very short. It is 135 pages. I wonder if this is going to be scary. And then we also have Cormorant by Stephen Gregory. When she sent me a picture of this, I was like, oh, yes, because of the cover. I love the cover. This is a first-class terror story with a relentless focus that would have been Edgar Allan Poe proud. Would have made. And this one is 120 pages. Ooh. There's another bookmark. This one is from Nightworms. I don't get Nightworms. I have come to, I'm too jaded from the Nocturnal Readers box to get any more book boxes. I mean, literally that guy stole $200 from me, and I can't with the book boxes anymore. So, I'm happy that Nightworms is doing well, though, and that people are getting their purchases. All right, thank you so much, Maddie. I am looking forward to both of those stories, and those actually might be a part of my horror books for this month. Since they are so short, I'd like to test them out and see if I like them. The next box I have here is from Shauna Potter. Shauna? No. Yes? Maybe. I know your last name is Potter. I know it starts with an S. Hopefully I'm not saying your name wrong. If there is a note in here, I will double check. There's a couple Potters that follow me on YouTube, on BookTube, and so sometimes I get your guys' names mixed up. All right, come on, Missy, you can do it. Open this box. Oof, alrighty. Junji Ito. This is his I was gonna say anime. No, his horror manga. I have read Junji Ito. I've read a couple of his graphic novels, and I don't know. I think I've read this one before. Maybe. It doesn't matter because these are so good that you can read them over and over again. And the other one that I read was paperback, so that's probably a reason why I don't recognize the title, because I don't look at the titles, like, you know, it's Japanese, so I look at the pictures. I'm pretty sure I've read this, but I'm definitely going to reread this again this month. Such a cool book. Thank you so much, Ms. Potter. I think your name is Shauna. I have to look it up now. Where's that paper? Shauna. Thank you, Shauna. I was not expecting that. I love, love, love that book. Okay, and then the last one I have here is from Jennifer. Jennifer, I love that you sent it in this very cool printed envelope. I always see these at, you know, the post office, and then I never buy them. But I love how cute they are. All right. And Jennifer sent me, oh, there's 3 books in here. Okay, so she sent me The Mystery of the Tolling Bell, a Nancy Drew book. I've never read this one. I love, love, love Nancy Drew. It was the first mystery series that I read when I was a child. This is what got me to want to read mystery. And, oh my gosh, I love the smell of old books. So excited for this one, so thank you so much, Jennifer. And then she sent me You All Grow Up and Leave Me, a memoir of teenage obsession by Piper Wise. This is a highly unsettling blend of true crime and coming-of-age memoir. The Stranger Beside Me meets Prep, that presents an intimate and thought-provoking portrait of girlhood within Manhattan's exclusive prep school scene in the early 1990s, and a thoughtful meditation on adolescent obsession and the vulnerability of youth. True crime and coming of age memoir. So cool. I love memoirs, so definitely looking forward to reading that. Yes! Look! And she also sent me the Dark Half. Ooh! Oh my gosh. What is this? Stephen King Library, all his mastery works for $14.95. Huh. How old is this thing? Look at this commercial. I freaking love it so much. It's like the old encyclopedias. Or I used to read a lot of what are they called? Not National Geographic. There were these little tiny booklets that you read, and it had like short stories in it, or like snippets of stories in it that you would see at like doctor's offices or whatnot. So I own the Dark Half, and in the Hodder edition, but I don't have all of his books in hardcover. And at one point in time, I really wanted to buy all of his hardcovers because I'm obsessed with Stephen King, and then I thought, no, the hardcovers are so hard to keep. I mean, it'll take up too much space. But now I'm like, why not have more books from the author I love so much? So thank you so much for sending me the Dark Half. This is a really good story if you haven't read it already. It's about an author who has been lapsing when it comes to writing. He's on a funk right now, and he's in the middle of writing for a certain series, and it's in a pseudonym. So his pen name is writing this like series, and one day he's struggling with the story, and like his evil inner character comes out, which is really fun to read about. Such a great book. Look at him. I love this man. He's so cool. All right. Those were all of the books that I have received from my friends from YouTube for the Tradeaway giveaway for the summer edition. So thank you ladies all so much for sending me the books. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all the books that you've sent me. I'm definitely looking forward to reading them. And yes, I hope you guys all got your packages in the mail. I've heard from a few of you, but not all. So if you haven't contacted me and you did receive your book, please let me know down in the comments below, just to keep me, you know, give me a peace of mind that they got where they were supposed to go. And future Missy here. It's been a while. I started this video back in October, I think, and it's now just November. But I was excited because I do have another box. It says Book Outlet, but it's not from Book Outlet. It's from my friend Shondell. She lives in Canada, and we were supposed to exchange books back in July, but things happened, and so she was able to send it to me in November. And so I wanted to share with you guys what was in the box, and this should be the last box that I have in this video, so I can upload it already. But I love that she put the paper in and everything. It looks all legit. So excited. Now, I did receive a picture of like not what she was sending, but the fact that she had wrapped it, and I'm so excited to find out what's in this box. Thank you so much, Shondell. I mean, literally, I'm sending you a book. Oh, I already sent it, but I sent you a book. And I feel really like weird, but also super grateful that you sent me more than one item. And I say this in every single Tradeaway video. This is not required. You do not have to send me things that you've purchased. You do not have to send me more than one item. Am I grateful? Absolutely. It is so fun to interact with you guys and to receive presents. I like presents, but this feels like coffee, and Shondell, if you sent me coffee, I'm gonna be so freaking excited. I literally just ran out of Gisella's coffee from Puerto Rico like 2 days ago, and so to be able to put more coffee in my kitchen is very exciting. Yes, it is coming! Woo! It's Tim Hortons! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've never tasted Tim Hortons. Of course, I'm not from Canada, but this is like your guys's main coffee, right? Oh my god, I'm so excited. If this was like a thing where I just received coffee from people instead of books, that would also be nice. You don't have to send me books. You can just send me coffee. This is a mug. I can tell. I can feel it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Look, a Tim Hortons cup and a little maple leaf from Canada. Thank you so much. I die. I literally die. I cannot. This is the best. Ah, I'm so excited. I am obsessed with mugs. I have many of them. They do not fit in my cupboard anymore. My son complains a lot. And I love that she sent me mug and coffee. All right, and then I do have 3 books in here. This is the coolest. Look, it's in a package. Oh my god, and it's all wrapped. You are the best sender of wrapped items. I love that. Okay, so let's undo this and see what it is. See what it is. See what it is. Ooh, Haunted Museums and Galleries of Canada. If all of these books are set in Canada, I'm gonna be so excited. Like, literally, it's the best. It's the best to get this like cultural thing. Like, even though we're neighbors, like, I don't know anything about Canada. We don't learn anything about Canada. We learn about the United States and that's it. And then the United States information that we learn is twisted and it's like told to us in a way that makes us look good, which is terrible. All right, Haunted Museums and Galleries of Canada by Andrew Hind. Very exciting stuff. Can't wait to read that one. The next book in here is... I don't know. I was going to buy this book because I don't own it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is Ghost Story by Peter Straub. It's super floppy. I've been wanting this book forever. I kept thinking I wanted to buy it, and then I just watched Keely over at A Bibliophile's Journey. I'll leave her channel link down below, but I just watched her video last night about how she just hauled this book, and I thought, I need that book. I don't have it. Stephen King talks about how amazing this is. If you read any list of the top horror books of all time, this is always on it, and I didn't have this book until now. So, again, Chandel. Am I saying your name right? Chandel? If I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. Thank you so much. The scariest book I've ever read. It crawls under your skin and into your dreams. All I ever want to do in life is be scared. And if I could move into a haunted house, I absolutely would. No joke. That might be like calling, you know, bad juju to myself, but that would be exciting. I love it. All right, and then the final book is, ooh, The End of Her by Shari, right? Shari Lapina. I do own The Couple Next Door, but I haven't read it yet, and I think I don't own any other books by her. I'm pretty sure I don't. So this will be the second. Oh, no. No. Never mind. I thought I had A Stranger in the House, but I don't. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, that was beyond amazing. Chandel, that, like, literally, you are the best. I wasn't expecting this at all, and I'm so excited for all of my wonderful stuff This is great. It's amazing. I love it. I'm going to drink this tomorrow in my mug. I'm going to put this in the dishwasher so it will be nice and clean for tomorrow. Yes, thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I will, you know, goodbye and back to past Missy with the outro. I did do an outro. I'm pretty sure I did an outro. And yeah, thank you so much again, everyone. And I guess I will talk to you guys soon. So there you have it. Have a good week, guys. Bye.